Hello, beautiful star seeds and light workers. The burning question so many people are asking me right now is why is my energy so strange at the moment? It is so off. It is so almost weird. I feel so up and down. I feel so all over the place. Alexander Quinn, what is going on? That's what I'm going to get into straight away. I'm going to summarize it for you. There's some big energies at play, and then we're going to go into the detail. Please go and check out my Telegram channel. The link is below because that's where you're going to be able to get all the extra detail that you can't get here. I'll see you there. Wonderful starseeds and light workers, hello. We're going to start with talking about the Akash, ascension symptoms, and a push-pull energy. That's why you're feeling so strange, so up and down at the moment. A little bit of kilter. Maybe like you've stopped doing spiritual work. Maybe you've stopped channeling. Maybe you feel like you can't connect to Creator Source at this moment in time. Right now, we're doing this thing called walking through the eclipses. We've got a major one coming this weekend, and it's going to be a big game changer. I'm going to be talking about that shortly, some astrological stuff, because the planets are doing major things in the heavens. But in essence, why is the energy so weird right now? I'm going to break it down because it's a very specific reason. There are details behind this. As we walk through the eclipses, what do eclipses do? They create a shadow for us to see. An eclipse blocks out the sun. So it shows the shadow, exposes the shadow in our systems, in our governments, in our politics, in the outside world, in the external world, everything outside of you. But is also exposing everything inside of you. So you've got all this shadow that is being exposed, that is being coming to the surface, because that's what eclipse energies do. They allow us to see our shadow. Now, the Akashic record is also using drivers to bring up all of the shadow to the surface inside of ourselves as emotional, conceptual feelings. And there is a fire inside of us which is burning. It's an emotional intensity. So we're also walking through cosmic energies. We've got the CMEs hitting us. We've got the Aurora Borealis. We've got energies coming from the Great Central Sun and Alcyones. We've got all of these gamma ray and plasmic activity coming in externally from space, coming in, hitting us. We've got very, very high energies on the external. We've also got very, very big energies coming up and out of us for transmutation at the same time. So we've got dense energies coming up and out, and we've got very high energies coming in, and it's like this push-pull game. So it's almost like this schizophrenic energy. Like I'm up 1 minute, I'm down the next minute, I'm up and down, I'm all over the place, and I do the love around, there's a song about it. So that's what's going on right now. Big ups, big downs, big emotional swings. You're purging, all the shadows coming to the surface. We got the eclipses, which create shadow for us to see. We've got the big energies coming in, so we've got big highs, big lows, lots of light, lots of dark, lots of polarity. And you're seeing this in the external world. What's happening in the external world? They're ramping the fear machine up again, aren't they? You can see it on the news. You can see it with this new thing that's hitting us and everything else. The fear game has started again. The war machine has been turned up, has been cranked up another level. So as we're coming into new remembrances of ourselves, setting new spiritual parameters, our light is going up an octave, and it will crescendo into the end of the year, especially towards Christmas and December the 31st. I will be going into the details about that. So that is a basic synopsis of why there is such a crazy, weird energy and people feel a bit out of it. I've had spiritual teachers and people come to me recently say, what's going on? I feel like I'm not connected anymore. Have I lost my ability? No, you haven't. You just have to go through this push-pull energy, the polarities, because you're upgrading. And often, sometimes, as a friend of mine, Michelle Fielding, explained to me on telephone the other day, it's a bit like your dad is pushing you down the road. You've got the stabilizers on, and you think and you look around and your dad's not pushing you anymore and you're on your own, and it's a bit scary. A bit like that when you have a spiritual awakening, you get all the magical stuff and then you go off on your own for a while. Well, we're on a period like that at this moment in time. We're getting big upgrades. A lot is coming to surface. It's about self-mastery and doing it ourselves. A lot of people are going through this energy where they feel like they want to get away from it. They want to run away, but no matter what they're trying to do or where they're trying to run away to, it's not working, because we got to we've got to muster up the strength to fight this and transmute this and alchemize this within ourselves. And it has to be done at this moment in time, because the energy of 2022 is going to be a much higher octave level of energy. And this is happening on a cellular DNA level. So let's go into a little bit of astrology, because there's some very intense things happening, and then we're going to touch on a few other bits and pieces too. Now, people especially have been feeling the ascension symptoms, lightheadedness, feeling a bit dizzy, feeling a bit out of it, very lethargic as you're getting the upgrades. And as the lower chakras are purging, so too are your gut and your intestines, often where emotional baggage and trauma can be held. So food has been a bit up and down recently. And as your Merkaba and your light body expands, it can absorb and take on more light, and you don't have to eat as much. Don't forget, your body's going through massive upgrades. And now I'm going to be talking about what's going on with this massive energy. Regards this weekend, it's not a CME, it's not like the stuff I've been talking about before, but it is to do with the planets. We have got a massive eclipse happening this weekend, and it's a game changer. This is what it's all about. We've got a new moon solar eclipse. It's a game changer in the sign of Scorpio, likened to focused intensity and emotion. And as Mars crosses over this energy towards the end of December, there's going to be a massive climax leading to explosive events, especially around Christmas, with many things revealed. With all of these energies coming up at the moment and these astrological events, there are going to be some very specific traits that are going to start coming to the fore, and I'm going to talk about them very, very specifically. A quick note. As we go into 2022 in the higher energies, the 5D energies, or the more specifically, more multi-dimensional energies, the starseeds and the light workers, the way showers, the troops at the front, the people at the front line, more of their abilities are going to start coming online, coming to fruition, coming to the fore, so that the unawakened can see it. I don't believe the truth when some of these light workers and starseeds in the community start saying, well, all these people are just going to be left behind. That they're not going to graduate. They're just going to live in eternal hell and fear. I don't believe that. No one will be left behind, but it'll be happening on graduating scales on different timelines, and some will go to other places. Lots of souls are still awakening, but the 5D, 3D timeline has broadened. It is completely separated. And I've been saying that for a long time now. A lot of people ask me about how long will the you-know-what keep on going. That's happening out there. In my opinion, the graduating years, the big system reconstructing years, the big Akashic walkthrough years have always been, and I've said this since the start of my channel, from 2020 to 2024 or 2025, which is also based around a Uranus return. So you will see more of your talents coming to the fore, and that's not only to help you, but it's because all of the people on the front line need to start showing the 5D world to the unawakened people now. So it's not going to be an accident that you're going to be coming into new talents in 2022, especially more on your soul path. One of the biggest questions I get asked when I'm doing readings for people is, what's my soul purpose, Alexander Quinn? And I say, well, if you connect to your soul, is usually because you've become your authentic self. And that's when you start manifesting. That's when you start stepping into your light. That's when the ego moves to one side. The higher self is coming in, and you start stepping into more of your own power, your authenticity, and you become connected to your soul. And it feels like you're integrating your purpose. And it feels like, yes, I'm meant to be here. This is my time. I deserve to be on earth. And you start healing, especially the lower chakras, when you start speaking language like that. So the abilities that are going to come through in these eclipses, and especially starting this weekend, if this hasn't already happened, but it will be happening more often, is authenticity. You're going to be seeing so much more of your authenticity shining through, going up to this climax towards the end of this year. And there is going to be a big climax, and especially into next year. Your authenticity is going to start coming through. And if you weren't feeling your soul purpose this year, it's going to be a lot more blatant next year, because soul purpose and authenticity is blocked by lower density energies and trauma and stuck and stagnating energies in your cellular chemistry and DNA, which is being resolved and healed and transmuted and alchemized at this moment right now. So all of these blocks are going to be going ripped off, and you're going to start feeling a lot better, like, oh my God, this is who I really am. This is who I've always been. And the rose-tinted spectacles are going to be ripped off. You're going to start seeing you for who you need to be and go, and there's going to be a magic as the shadow is working up through, especially through our lowest chakras and energy points. The root chakra especially, we need to have that working and in alignment. Some people say, hey, Alexander Quinn, I don't believe in the chakras. Well, I believe in them personally, and I've even heard the Arcturians speaking about them through myself and Daniel Scranton, and I do believe that the body has these meridian points. So as we start going through these lower chakras, especially the root chakra, where childhood trauma is trapped, that's going to be coming up and being released. And if you're not working through it in your daylight hours, you are going to be working through it in the astral realm, in your dreams. And in your dreams, you're going to be finding that you're going to be going back to childhood more often, going back and working through issues in your childhood and things that happened when you were younger, especially in dream time right now in this month and going forward. So where is this all climaxing, Alexander Quinn? Where is this all going? And a lot of chat, a lot of detail you've been talking about. It's going to be a very polarized, energetic, bumpy kind of roller coaster ride going right up until, I would say, the end of January, where things are going to flatten out a little bit and you're going to get a bit of a break, and this almost schizophrenic kind of crazy up and down polarized energy that we're feeling within ourselves is going to transmute and level out as you level up. So much to look forward to. You're going to be absolutely fine. I promise you, you're all going to get through this, and there is nothing to worry about. I know it can be feeling a bit discombobulating, some of these crazy energies with the big highs and the ups and the downs and everything that I explained at the beginning of these videos, but you're going to get through and you're going to be 100 trillion% okay. Go and check out my Telegram channel. I do put lots of extras in there. I love you guys. You're incredible. I'm here if you need me. Book in with me if you need to. So much to look forward to. Exciting times. Ciao.